I've just read this article, and this is happening all over the UK. I've just read this article, and this sort of thing is happening all over the UK. So many developers are literally scrapping their projects, their plans midway through applications, because planning departments, local authorities, councillors just do not comprehend how difficult it is for developers to build new homes. And I've had this, and if you read this article, there's been dozens more examples happen just in our local authority. And if you're watching this from any corner of the UK, you can all relate to this. And what's happened here is, a developer buys a piece of land, a building, or whatever, and it's a risk. It's a commercial investment where you get paid at the end, the very last person. The builders that you employ, the materials that you buy, they all get paid for up front. But as a developer, you chuck all the money in up the front, you're the last to get paid. And the risk is that if you overspend, if you don't get planning permission, if there's a problem with the project, you break ground and you can't do the foundations, you have to pile it, whatever, it's all on you, okay? So that's the project side of it. But as a developer, you weigh up the risks. You sometimes kiss a bad frog, but you sometimes have more projects become successful than the bad ones. So, and look, it's lucrative. You get it right, you make a lot of money. It's good. But the planners, the local authorities, policy, councillors have all cotton on that it's a good way to make money for developers. So they started chucking in larger planning fees. Planning fees have gone up by like 600% in the last 15 years. So planning fees are ridiculous. And you pay now per application, per dwelling. So it's like 400 or 500 quid per dwelling. So if you're doing 40 dwellings, that's a large investment on its own. But then it's the planning, architect drawings and reports. A good architect, and obviously having a bad architect is, there's no point in putting a planning application in anyway. So you spend the money where it's needed. You spend a lot of money with the architect. That's tens of thousands of pounds, especially on a scheme like this. Then the reports required to meet policy will multiply that by 3 or 4 times, 20, 30, 40 grand's worth of reports. And the problem is the planning department, the planners and policy don't really understand why they want these reports. It just says that they want them, so you have to do them. So I've had it recently where they wanted sound testing and heritage and,